G'day, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel. And in this episode, part 2 in our WH Caprice, the one we rescued from Harvey's, we've given it a new lease on life. Still a few little jobs to do, but it's certainly a huge improvement. So let's check it out. So once I got the car out of Harvey's, gave it a bit of a wash, I dropped it off at Jake and Andrews and just to get some work done. So one of those fog lights wasn't working, had to have a fuel pump replaced in it. Also, as it turned out, a starter motor. I wanted to get the gas removed as well, the LP gas. You can see that on the number plate, that little red diamond means LPG. So they also had to do that as well. They also had to replace all the fuel filters because the car had been sitting a while. Clean out the lines, also did the brakes. The tyres were actually in good condition, so had been replaced fairly recently, so I didn't need to do anything with those, so that was good. But getting that LPG taken off was the main focus, plus, whatever it needed. Then I had the rear window tint. Andrew took that off because it was bubbly and looked pretty unsightly. Then after that, the mechanical work, the next step there was a paint guy next door, which was lucky, so I organised to have him sort out the bumpers. Oh, that's good. It's living again. So there's a fuel pump and then a starter motor went on it, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Some people don't like the Caprice, it's only a V6, but actually I like it. It's cool, drives well. Sure, I'd rather have a Gen 3, but for the price, there's nothing wrong with the old 3.8. All this front bumper bar needs to be redone, so that's on the agenda. So what happened?
So whoever had tightened it up obviously cranked it too hard and then it just shorted out and melted off.
Okay.
It happens a lot. That's okay.
Does it? Okay. I haven't seen that before. So it's got a new one now?
Yeah, nice fresh one.
Yeah. So here's the Caprice front bumper bar. Had to get repaired and it's being repainted, and then new chrome trim in here. So it'll look a lot better. Then the back bumper bar needed quite a lot of work. Same thing with the chrome in here. It's being refinished. And I think the car will look a lot better. So yeah, that'll be good. Here's the Caprice. Front bumper bar's been removed. And being refinished. Same with the back. Stuff in here. Looks pretty good under here. It's not badly damaged or anything like that. So yeah, that'll be good. Get that sorted. So here's the repainted bumpers. Yeah, that looks really good. Good match on the grey too, I think, down the bottom. I think that looks good. Did you find out what the name of the silver was? Do you remember?
So I did try the color code on the body, but it wasn't nothing like it.
Right. Azure or something? Or I can't remember.
Yeah, it was something like that, but I went with the Ford color.
Yeah.
So that's color code for the Ford.
Yeah. That's a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then here's the back bumper. Yep. It's got like a bit of blue in it, has it? Looks like it's got a little bit of blue in it. Yeah. And you're saying that the chrome strips, you weren't able to get those, so I'll have to look into where I can get some of those from. I think it's a fairly standard thing. I'm surprised that they didn't have it in stock. I would have thought, yes.
There's a paint shop in Cranbourne.
Yeah.
I used to go there to get the thing, but I'm pretty sure I've seen the stripes in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
All right. I'll...
If I have the chance, I'll have a look.
Yep.
And if they have got some, I'll
bring
some, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks. Okay, so I was just about to drop a part off to the guy that's painting the front bumpers on my WH Caprice. It's on the left-hand front door. They've got like a two-tone effect, and so there's like an applique that goes on the lower part of the door, and mine's got a gouge in it. So when I was at Harvey's, there's a white Statesman there, and I took the part off, which you'll see in a second, and I thought because it just glues on effectively, and I could take that other panel off. And then as I was just about to go and drop it off to the painter, I thought to myself, hang on a minute, they had a silver car there as well, and why paint, the other one's white and silver, down to the darkest sort of grey silver down the bottom. I thought, why paint it white and spend, you know, 150, 200 bucks to do that when you could just take it off a silver car? But I was just trying to save myself a bit of money if I could. But interestingly also, as you'll see, those applique panels on the front fenders, they actually attract a lot of dirt, and if you're not careful, that'll rust out your front guard. So it's probably almost worth, if you've got a WH, just take the, as you'll see in a sec, take the those appliques off and just clean them out, then stick them back on again. Right, here's the car here, silver. I took the other part off the white car. Now, does it have the part? No, it doesn't. Hasn't even got the doors. All right, well, back to plan A, which will be using the part off the white car and then just painting it to match. But I just didn't want to, I thought I'd turn around because I just did not want to drive to the repairer and then hand that part over to be painted, when actually I could have, I mean, here's a good example here. It's like this. This is a VS Statesman. This just sticks on. Alexander's already taken those parts off anyway. Yeah, it's just glued on. But they're already gone. Here, this is a good example here. See? Oh my God, the cat collects in there. That's bad, isn't it? It's a bit of a telltale if you own a WH. It's probably worth almost taking that off and cleaning it out, because look how much mud gets in there and just rusts your guard. But that's it. See this plastic applique? And I thought, if I can get that, happy days. But alas, that's not going to happen. All right, that's the car. I took it off. You can see it's quite a big panel, but it's white. It's that panel there, off of the front door. I took mine off the other side because the damage to my car's on that side. So I removed that. It's probably not a bad idea to take that one as well, potentially, but I don't know how bad. I'll check mine first, see how bad it is. I paid 30 bucks, it's not too much. But interesting how much dirt collects under that one on the front guard. So if you've got a WH, maybe you want to even pull that off and just clean it out and then stick it back on again. Be worth doing rather than rusting out the bottom of your front fender or front mud guard. Okay, so I just dropped that off to Jamal. He's going to paint that for me and fit it, mask it off and all that kind of stuff for 120 bucks. I thought that's all right, so he's going to do that. That'll just mean that gouge in the panel's been fixed as well. Okay, so I've got a call to say that the car's ready, the WH Caprice. In terms of the paintwork, so I'm going to go and pay for that. I think the chrome strips still need to be fitted. They haven't been able to get those. I've actually got some of the original ones from the wreck, as you would have seen that earlier footage. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those or not, because I'd have to put some sort of chrome sort of paint on it, and I just don't know if it's going to last. Probably going to wipe off and look pretty ordinary. So I've ordered some aftermarket stuff. Too good to be true, probably is like 15 bucks for 15 feet. I've also might have some left over from the P5 LTD and the Landau project, but I don't really want to use that yet because I got that from the US and I want to make sure it's on my car first. And also I don't think it's the right material because it's got a black base and then chrome, whereas this Caprice just has chrome. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be able to get it eventually, but let's just go and check out the job. And then it's going to Jake and Andrew just to going to remove that window tint from the back window because it's sort of bubbling. That looks pretty ordinary. think that is about it. So anyway, let's check it out. So that's the new bumper's done. I replaced this panel here. There's a white one, so he's done a good match here. This is slightly darker, but that's the original Holden colour anyway. And yeah, I think the front looks a lot better. It needs the chrome inserts in the bumpers, like I mentioned before. And then the back as well. Again, just needs the chrome insert in the back. I just I think it looks a lot more presentable than it did before. So that's good. Happy with that. Still a few bits and pieces to do on the car. That's just glue. That's got to get that off. That's from sort of headlight covers or whatever. But if you look at it now, yeah, it's looking much better. Beautiful. Terrific. Looking good. Okay, so Jake's just brought the car back. Gave him my Dodge Charger. I thought the alternator was not recharging the battery, but I think the battery was just faulty. It was a huge battery, but I think it just passed its use-by date. Anyway, he took that away to put the nudge bar back on the front of it. That was in the boot, the push bar. So I'd like to put that back on, given that it was a police car, K9 unit, and it had the bar fitted originally. But anyway, we've got the Caprice back now. I've still got to get the chrome strips to go in there. And I need to also, I'm going to take these marks off here from the headlight covers, you can see there. But yeah, I think the car's looking terrific. Bit of a dent here, which I may attend to later on. The guys put a new aerial in it for me, which is nice, power aerial. And if you go to the back, the rear of the car. Again, I just need the chrome strip there, the insert. So I have ordered some, but I think they're going to be way too small. But look, they might be fine just as a temporary measure because you probably won't notice it that much. But I'll just wait and see how it looks. But if you think back to this car when I bought it out of Harvey's and what it looked like, you know, beforehand, and then what it looks like now. It really is chalk and cheese. So it's not perfect, but it's certainly, you know, quite respectable. I'm going to put some colour on that seat there, or maybe get that done, or there is some leather colour you can buy. I will get this seat repaired here. But again, it's all nice and clean now, and put an air freshener in it. Get rid of the dog smell. This boot lid here, or deck lid, has got a little bit of like wear with a clear coat, but you know, you got to draw the line somewhere. I think it's fine. They fixed there was a light out in the back as well. I did that. Took the rear window tint off because it was all bubbling, so that looks a lot better. This has got dog hair. It must have been a small dog because you can see it used to sit up there. I didn't notice that until now because the tint's gone, so I'll definitely clean all that up. And yeah, the sat-nav works. The HSV sat-nav system is fully operational. They've also fixed the driving lights. One of those wasn't working. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So thanks guys for all your work. And as I said, if you thought about what it looked like when I first saw it to what it is now, it's made a big difference. So I've just cleaned up those remaining marks that were sort of glue left over from the headlight protectors, I guess, those covers. There's a little mark on this side here, but generally it's fine. I might just put a little bit of polish to clean it up, but yeah, I think the car's looking terrific. And of course, the other thing that Jake and Andrew did was remove the LPG, which is great. So now it's just runs on petrol, just how I like it. So that was part 2 on the WH Caprice. Still a little bit of work to do. I think on the interior trim, like just the seat and a couple of marks in the back where I think that little dog might have been. But if you did enjoy the episode and you appreciated the, I guess, the resurrection or the rejuvenation of this WH Caprice, please do give the episode a thumbs up. It makes a big difference to the channel and doesn't cost a cent. Please also hit the hype button as well. That just means more Holden enthusiasts or car enthusiasts get to see the episode. Likewise, share it on your social media and with your car clubs. And above all, please subscribe so you don't miss out on a future episode. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.